Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. We'll surely appreciate it here at 100 Yards of Football. I'd like to give special thanks to my producer who's making it happen for me this morning, Mr. Jeremiah Long. I'm your host, Vincent Turner, and today's video is our 2024 NFL Draft prospect, Aaron Casey, linebacker out of the University of Indiana. So if you like the video, please come in and share it. Mr. Aaron Casey, one of the better prospects at the linebacker position coming into the 2024 NFL Draft. And there's something very special about this young man. See, I'm Vincent Turner, and my residence is here in Douglasville, Georgia, which is about 20 miles west of downtown Atlanta. And Mr. Casey is from Douglasville, Georgia. So I got to see this young man playing high school at Alexander High School here in Douglasville. I saw him play as a sophomore, and he was one of the best football players I've seen up close and personal. And you know what? The high school he went to, Alexander, is 2 blocks from my home. So this gentleman right here, I hope today that I do his family right. Let's talk about Mr. Casey. 6'2", 235 pounds. He played in 56 career games. He left the University of Indiana with over 240 total tackles, 36 tackles for loss. And he was all first team Big Ten this year to go along with 10 sacks. He forced 5 fumbles in his career. And you know what? He had his best season in his last year in Indiana. Now look at these stats from 2023 and how he played big time. That's why he's first team all Big Ten. 6 sacks. He had 109 tackles. He had 20 tackles for loss. That led the nation. That's why Aaron Casey, when you look at all the prospects at the linebacker position, that's why his name is starting to be mentioned real high as one of the top linebackers that are going to be taken in the middle rounds. Let's talk about the gentleman's skill set. Solid frame as a linebacker, A+. Football IQ, A+. Physical as a linebacker, A+. Just like he was when he was a 10th grader, and I saw him put on them pads at Alexander High School. Mental aspect of the game, A+. Versatile linebacker. He can rush the passer, A+. Very productive player, A+. That's why he had 240 career tackles in his career. He plays the linebacker position and instinctively, A+. Tough, non-stop mortar. No oil change for months, A+. And this is one thing I like about the young man, that I knew when he got to the Big Ten and he went to Indiana, I knew this skill set here was going to be very special. He's going to be one of the better linebackers going into the 2024 NFL Draft that can go sideline to sideline, A+. And finally, you know, when you play the linebacker position and you play it at a level, the one thing you got to be violent. And you got to be a tremendous tackler, and you got to be physical when you bring that contact. And you got to be a guy that's got to be like a pit bull. Mr. Aaron Casey has all that in one. His final skill set, A+. One more time, he's a violent tackler, and he brings that heat like a pit bull, A+. And you think about him being his time in Indiana. Think about all the great defensive players that's played at that school. Ed McWhorter, Joe Norman, Joe Fitzgerald, Lance Brown, Trey Gray Scales, Mike McFadden, and you think about Mike Dumas. And one guy that goes on that Indiana, when you talk about great defensive players, Quinn Buckner, who played point guard on that 76 Indiana National Championship basketball team, when Quinn Buckner was a pretty good safety. Aaron Casey is compared to all those great players I just mentioned, and he might be one of the top 5 players that ever played on the defensive side of the ball for Indiana University. Aaron Casey, linebacker of the University of Indiana. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. We'll surely appreciate here 100 Yards of Football. Special thanks once again to my producer, Mr. Jeremiah Long. I've been your host, Vincent Turner, homeboy out of Douglasville, Georgia, Alexander High School. My man, Aaron Casey.